In a tall, old castle on a hill, there lived a little ghost named Little Ghost. He was a small, friendly ghost, with soft white sheets that floated behind him whenever he moved. Little Ghost loved the castle, loved the rooms, the halls, and even the squeaky old stairs. But there was one thing that Little Ghost did not like at all. He was terribly afraid of the dark. Every evening, when the sun set and the shadows grew long, Little Ghost would shiver. He did not like the dark corners, the moonlight that made strange shapes on the walls, or the creaking of the old wooden beams. "Oh, I wish the sun would never go down," he would say. "Then I wouldn't have to be afraid." All the other ghosts in the castle found this very funny. They loved the dark, and they played games in the night, hiding behind curtains, floating through walls, and swooping down the stairs with a whoosh. "Come on, Little Ghost," they would call. "It's fun in the dark." But Little Ghost would hide under the table, peeking out with wide, worried eyes. One night, as the castle grew darker than ever, Little Ghost wandered through the halls, trying to avoid the deep shadows. He heard strange noises, the wind howling through the towers, the door creaking, and even the sound of his own heartbeat echoing in the empty corridors. "Oh, why must it be so dark?" he whispered to himself. Suddenly, Little Ghost heard a soft, kind voice. "Hello, little one," it said. Startled, Little Ghost floated backward. "Who's there?" he asked nervously. Out of the shadows appeared another little ghost, glowing faintly in the dark. "Don't be afraid," the new ghost said gently. "I'm Nightlight Ghost, and I love the dark." Little Ghost shook. "But the dark is scary," he said. "I get lost. I hear noises, and everything looks so strange." Nightlight Ghost smiled. "The dark is not scary," he said. "It's full of adventures and surprises. You just need to see it in a different way." Curious, but still nervous, Little Ghost followed Nightlight Ghost through the castle. They floated past the tall, dusty bookcases, the paintings with eyes that seemed to follow them, and the old chandeliers that swung gently. Nightlight Ghost showed him corners filled with sparkling dust, moonlight shining through tall windows, and even tiny mice playing tag in the shadows. Little Ghost's eyes widened. He had never noticed these things before. "See," said Nightlight Ghost. "The dark has its own magic. It can be fun, mysterious, and beautiful. You just have to look carefully and not be afraid." Little Ghost floated closer, trying to feel braver. He noticed the gentle glow of the moon on the castle floor, the shadows dancing like tiny friends, and even the soft whispers of the wind sounding like lullabies. Night after night, Little Ghost practiced staying in the dark. Sometimes he would hide behind curtains or under tables at first, but with Nightlight Ghost by his side, he began to explore the rooms, the towers, and the hallways. He discovered that the castle was full of secrets, and that every dark corner held a story waiting to be discovered. Soon, Little Ghost was no longer afraid of the dark. He even began to enjoy it. He played hide-and-seek with Nightlight Ghost, swooped down the stairs, and floated through walls with joy. The other ghosts in the castle cheered for him, happy to see him laugh and glide through the night without fear. One evening, Little Ghost stood by the tall castle window, looking at the stars twinkling in the dark sky. "I used to be so scared," he whispered, smiling to himself. "But now I know that the dark can be my friend. There are so many wonders to see if I just open my eyes and my heart." And from that day on, Little Ghost was never afraid of the dark again. He glided through the castle at night with joy, discovering new adventures, helping the other ghosts find hidden treasures, and even guiding children who visited the castle on quiet, moonlit nights. The dark was no longer something to fear. It was a world full of magic, stories, and friendship. Even today, if you visit the castle on a clear, starry night, some say you can see a little ghost floating happily through the halls, laughing and playing, and that his fear of the dark has turned into courage, wonder, and joy for all who follow his glowing path.